Hi there, everyone. I'm Jim, the father of Fantasy for the Ages, the show where father and son, Jim, Zach, get together and talk about fantasy, science fiction, literature, media, other types of content, and then whatever other silly nerdiness we like talking about. Today, just Jim coming at you for another one of our rapid reviews. This one is the second in our series, and it's putting in place the fact that rapid reviews are not just for new books. In fact, I'll be covering all of the books of the Dragonriders of Pern over the course of 2023 with rapid review episodes. For this episode, as with any rapid review, in 10 minutes or less, I'm going to cover the basic prologue and backstory of the Dragonriders of Pern series. Remember, rapid reviews are full spoiler but succinct reviews of great books of fantasy and science fiction. If you enjoy this content, be sure to like the video down below, look at all the other things we have available for you on our YouTube channel, and subscribe so you don't miss our new material. Content drops here at least every Sunday, often midweek as well. We hope to see you join us in our Discord server or interact with us on social media, and we'd value your support on our Patreon channel. Links to all of that are included in the show notes for this episode. I intended to provide the information that's in this episode as part of my coverage of Dragonflight, book one of the Pern series. And then, no way to include this and cover the plot of Dragonflight in just 10 minutes. It just wasn't possible. Thus, a separate, advanced episode. But hey, trust me, it's worthy. So what's the deal? Nearly every book in the Pern series includes a prologue that has the material I'm going to share with you now. And this prologue really gives background on the whole series that spills a bunch of the secrets. Though this prologue comes off very clear that Pern is a science fiction series, once you get past the prologue into the story, you feel very heavily like you're in the realm of fantasy, and it's easy to forget the science fiction that was introduced at the beginning. The Pern books occur in the future of our reality, and it's a time when humanity has long ago mastered interstellar travel. And some people have come to want to get away from it all. I mean, when you've got a grand galactic empire, you have grand galactic problems. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened: wars, aliens, stress, death, inventions, modernity, all sorts of cool stuff. It's pretty fantastic, but at the same time, it's hard to keep up with. And for this series, we come upon a group of space colonists who have chosen a planet, this planet called Pern, to travel to as a way of getting away from it all. Way the heck from anything that might bother them later. See, Pern is way out on the fringes of explored space. It is a viable planet for humanity to live on. They'll need to do just a little bit of work for it, but they've got ingenuity. They think they can do it. And being this backwater planet, the kinds of politics and war and struggle that they're really sick and tired of, they figure won't bother them out here. It's a chance to return to a simpler time and a fresh start. They come to the planet using their high technology, but they have the full intention that once they get settled, they're going to give that all up. They're going to intentionally revert to a simpler, agrarian based society that won't rely on high tech. Unfortunately, they didn't expect or count on a threat that shows up completely out of the blue, unlike anything they've really experienced anywhere else in the galaxy. It's called Thread. It's a spaceborne thing that starts falling on the planet, and it consumes any and all organic matter that it touches. Seems like this was a big miss in determining Pern was a place to move. But the colonists, they came here and they don't plan to go anywhere. They will rise to the challenge and find a way using their scientific know how as well as skills and the last of the resources that they brought with them to create a way to deal with threat. They bioengineer dragons. They use a species native to the planet that remind them of the mythological dragons of Earth. And these creatures they found, they had some innate skills that they're able to work with to create these highly intelligent, empathetic beings who can communicate psychically with a rider with whom they bond for life. And thus, the rider and the dragon will be able to use special skills and abilities to fight off threat, to protect the rest of the planet from this dangerous threat. A threat is linked to a rogue planet that comes into and out of the solar system on a regular basis. The original inspection of this planet of Pern saw that rogue planet, but didn't detect anything that could cause a problem. But boy, does it ever. From the kernel of the prologue and this knowledge we get here, we end up going on to discover how the Dragon Riders and the whole people of Pern learn to battle thread, learn to deal with it, learn to overcome it, and develop a civilization that can survive in the midst of great struggle and sometimes tragedy. And honestly, it turns into an amazing fantasy slash science fiction hybrid series. Again, the stories, especially the first few of them, are so profound and detailed in their fantastical world building. It gets very easy to forget this has science fiction at its roots. By the time you get to book 7, 8, 9, the science fiction starts to come to the forefront again, and you'll never really forget this is a sci-fi fantasy blend by that point. The prologue I mentioned comes pretty much at the beginning of each book, so it repeats what you learn in book 1, but as you move through the series and you're learning more details, more background with our main characters, that creeps into the prologue too. So the prologue will get more and more fleshed out farther into the series. There are currently 26 books in the Pern series. I've read the first 16. I'm rereading them now on our Discord as part of a book club, and we're going to keep on going until we get all 26 of them checked off our lists. So I would encourage you to check us out on Discord and jump into the book club. Anyone is welcome to be with us. As of this recording, we are working on book 10 of those 26, The Renegades of Pern. It's still not too late to get in with us. Come along for the ride. And remember, like this video, subscribe to our channel, find us in Discord, Twitter, Mastodon, any of the places you hang out on social media, you can probably find us there. That's all I've got for you. The prologue, the background of the Dragonriders of Pern. Next, I'll be back to talk to you about book 1, Dragonflight. Until then, well, I'll just say I'll talk to you next time.